Hello everyone, this is Alpha Pack Rain and we're doing a Bujin's profile. Now, Bujins are pretty great, and I really enjoy playing the archetype, but they really rely heavily on getting Beast Warriors out and protecting them. Now, I usually use, this is my main deck. I main it a lot, and it has its downsides, but it's a really solid deck. I usually play Bear and Gorilla just to pop things and get their Tenki and stuff. Then there's Arasuda, and he's a Beast Warrior, and he's easy to special summon when you're banishing stuff from the grave. Then we have Mikazuchi, and he's got the same effect as Arasuda, where if something's sent to the graveyard by a Beast Warrior sent to the graveyard, you can special summon it. Then we have, well, the thing is about Bujins, Yamato is like the god of the deck. Yamato sends cards to the graveyard and it really protects your other cards. And if you start with Yamato and you go first, you have a lot of advantage just there. You really want to protect Yamato just by doing that. And what he does basically, you just add one to the hand and then send one to the grave. Or you could just dump it to the grave. Most people understand what you're doing. Yamato pulls the deck together. And then there's Crane. Crane is kind of like the Kaluta of the deck, where you can dump it during damage calculation and double your attack. And the thing about Crane is it's a attack freezer. So say something like you're playing Black Wings, and Gale of Whirlwind freezes your attack and sets it at half what it was. Yamato's at 900. Then he attacked, you play Crane, it would go back to 1800 after the damage calculation. And it's great with this card called Black Garden. It's the field spell that I play in here. And it works really well, and there's an OTK with it that I might make a video about later. And Yamato really holds it together. One thing about this deck is Crane really helps it. You need Crane to win, especially with the OTKs, and Crane is really fantastic with the deck. Hair is great because whenever a Beast Warrior monster would be destroyed by battle or card effects, you could banish it from your grave and it wouldn't. Then there's Turtle, which kind of does the same exact thing. But Turtle is kind of weird with that, where if it's targeting the Bujin Beast Warrior monster, or even a Bujin monster, then you could banish it from the grave. And that's like Bujin Hair and Bujin Turtle. Those are the ones you really want to get in your graveyard. And there's Quillen too, which is kind of like an optional thing. You can dump a Quillen and then banish him as long as you have a Beast Warrior monster, and then banish him to a pop card. And you want to play a Valor. Just like Valor's helped me so much, you wouldn't even understand. Valor is such a good card to main. Then you play Honest because almost everything is light in the deck except for those Fire Fists. Honest really helps because some people know Bujins, they'll think, oh, he doesn't have Crane in hand, and they'll attack, and then you drop Honest. And it's also great with Susanoo's effect, which we'll go over later. Then there's Black Garden, and basically whenever something's summoned, you get a token, or they get a token. It's kind of hard to explain, but it halves the attack of every monster that's summoned. Sets don't count though. Black Garden is really complicated and some people don't understand it, but once you get used to playing it, it'll be good. Then we have Bujin Carnation, and basically whenever your opponent has a monster and you don't, you get a banished Bujin and one in your grave and special summon them both. And it's great because you can really set up for an XYZ play. There's Dark Hole. Everyone has their Dark Holes. Then we have Mystical Space and Duality and just the stuff in the deck that really are staples. And you want to use Tenki and Tensu just to search out the Beast Warriors and to set up rank 4 plays. Then there's Kaiser. Kaiser stops spam decks like Geargia Curry and Infernities. One thing about Kaiser, it's a good card to side against those decks. You might want to have 2 of them, because it really stops those decks cold, because they have to get over your monster to be able to special summon it or normal summon. Duality is really used for finding Yamato or a card you need. And there's the Traps, Bottomless. None of those, those are just kind of staples as well. Bottomless and Compulse anyway. I play Deep Prison and I play 2 Mirror 4s. And then Salem, everyone has Salem. But Horn of the Phantom Beast is great. Say something you had Susanoo, which I'll ruin one of its effects. It can attack all monsters your opponent controls 1 time each. So you could chain Horn to attacking the monster and draw 5 off it if he has 5 set, for God's sake. It's pretty good. I won't go over the side much, but you can pretty much see it for yourself. I'm not very good at making side decks. It's kind of personal preference. I mean, I side against Insectors and Machine types. And, I don't know, it's up to you. Then we have Catastor. It's great in a mirror match, especially if you're facing Bujins of any kind, really. it destroys anything before damage calculation if it's not dark. And you can make that with just like any monster really in the deck and then Valor. Then we have Abyss Dweller, no graveyard effects. Then we have Tiger King, and that's great to search out Tensu and Tenki. And it also can negate all the effects on the field except for Beast Warrior monsters, which is pretty great. Downside is that, you're usually only going for Tiger King if you can't make anything better. And then we have, God, I suck with pronunciation, Kagutsuchi. And you can mill 5 cards, and he gains 100 attack for each Bujin card milled. So that means you get like any of the Bujin cards in the deck, and also Bujin Carnation will count. And when it would be destroyed, or any Beast Warrior type Bujin monster would be destroyed, you could detach an XYZ. So it's kind of like a hair on the field. Then we have Susanoo, which puts it all together. You detach one to add it to the hand or add it to a grave, and that's for Bujin monsters in general. You dump a hare or a turtle or even a Quillen if you're set up enough, and that sets up other plays. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this guy's name, but basically it's draw power. You could dump your hand, say you have like a turtle and Quillen in your hand, you dump your hand by detaching, and then draw 2 cards, and it's pretty great in this deck as well. But I really wish I could pronounce that name. It's pretty difficult sometimes. Then we have Omega. Omega's great if you have a lot of back row that you're facing, and if you could get the summon off and there's no Solemn or anything, you can get past it. Direwolf to pop cards, and it works great because you have Beast and Beast Warrior types in there. Cowboy for game. You know how it is. Mace Stroke, get over the big monsters. Mace Stroke's pretty good. This card is an OCG card. It's basically like a Judgment Dragon, and you just have to detach and have less cards than your opponent. That's all there is to it. It's pretty stupid, and when it comes to TCG, it might get limited. Then we have Black Ship of Corn and Silent Honors, which is also an OCG card. If they have a special summoned attack position monster, you basically take it as XYZ material. And it's a pretty great card because if you're Light Imprisoning Mirrored, then you could always use that because it's a water type. I really like that card too, just to get over stuff like you could even take a Draco Sack and then just kill the tokens. I really like that. Then we have Paladynamo, and Paladynamo is there to get over the bigger monsters, and it's even got a little bit of draw power when it's destroyed. You get to draw 1 card, but you get to detach 2, which is kind of a downside as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll definitely be putting out more videos sooner or later, and if you have any comments, please put them down below. Please subscribe if you like our content. And if you have any suggestions whatsoever about what we should be doing or what you guys want to see, let me know. Thank you for watching.